things in Satanism that are blasphemous against Christianity, but take the form of blasphemy against a specific church as well. For example, the Black Mass. Of course, the Mass is the religious service of the Catholic Church, and the Black Mass is nothing more than a Catholic high Mass that has everything about God taken out and things about Satan substituted and blasphemies against God. About God taken out and God taken out. Everything about God taken out. Has everything about God taken out. Has everything about God taken out. Has everything about God taken out and things about Satan substituted and blasphemies against God. And a really big part of it is the communion, to desecrate the idea of the body and blood of the Lord. For example, there is a lot of bloodletting, a lot of sacrificial bloodletting in Satanism. There are human sacrifices, and they are practiced today, but generally you'll find people who will sacrifice on their own. Like, for example, I never participated in this human sacrifice. For example, I never participated in this human sacrifice. Never participated in this human sacrifice. But I do have a scar here on my wrist where 4 times a year there was blood let out of my arm and sacrificed by me to the devil. Sacrificed by me to the devil. In a goodly amount, because being the high priest, I had to offer a libation for communion, which means I had to mix my blood with wine, and then my followers had to drink it as a form which means I had to mix my blood with wine, and then my followers had to drink it as that the Lord does not give us a spirit of fear. So I don't understand how Christian organizations, especially, who are dedicated to the Jesus that does not give us a spirit of fear, create a spirit of fear once a year. I don't care for what reason. I just don't. I don't believe that the end justifies the means. That's something that Adolf Hitler would have said. That is something that Napoleon would have said. That was something that the Emperor Nero said when he burned Rome to build a more beautiful city and blamed all the Christians for it. That justifies the means. And when you talk to people who do these spook shows, and you say, hey, is this really in the best traditions of Christianity? Is this what we are portraying as Christian organizations? We are portraying as Christian organizations. You say, hey, is this really in the best traditions of Christianity? Is this what we are portraying as Christian organizations? Traditions of Christianity. Is this what we are portraying as Christian organizations? Fear and spooks and vampires and werewolves and electric shocks and Frankenstein monsters. Is this what we are to portray, or are we to portray the Jesus of the Bible? And in my estimation, it's the Jesus of the Bible. And it's the same with the other holidays. When you come right down to it, I don't make a big thing of the Easter bunny around my house, or the Tooth Fairy, or Santa Claus. Because if I do, See, I tell my kids, Santa Claus brings presents, Easter Bunny brings eggs, the Tooth Fairy brings quarters for loose teeth, and there is a Jesus. And as they grow up, they find out I'm a liar about everything. Well, how can I make them believe that Jesus is any more real than the other things I lied to them about? And the Bible doesn't tell me to lie anyway. Everything. Well, how can I make them believe that Jesus is any more real than the other things I lied to them?
When girls are bad, boys advertise it. 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 When girls are bad, boys advertise it.